Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, in last class, we were seeing data types, right? Yes. So, quick question and answer. How many categories? Six. What are they? None. Okay. And fundamental, how many data types? Four. What are they? Complex. Something is fishy there. Hmm? Integer, float, boolean, complex. Sequential, string, bytes, byte array, range. Good. Yes. And list, list and tuple. Next is set, set and frozen set. Okay, next dictionary, dict, and last one is none. Okay, so total we have 14 data types, right? Out of 14 data types, 13 can be used for converting the values. Okay, 13 can be possible to convert the values. Out of that also, we will see some of the fundamentals data type that can be easily converted into another data types, right? I will explain you when it comes to typecasting. Got it? So let's go for one by one of data types. Okay. So first data type. What is the first data type? Okay, what is the first category? Fundamental category, right? So I will write fundamental category data types. I will write the purpose. The purpose of fundamental data type is to store or is that to store numerical values. Okay, numerical values in the main memory. In the main memory. Why I'm saying numerical values? Why I'm saying numerical values? Numerical values, or we can say numerical non-zero, non-zero values. Okay, zero also we can consider, so zero is also integer, I should not say non-zero. So what it is? Numerical values, numbers, right? Numbers. And number, it could be pure whole number or integer, or it could also be a floating point value, right? In the main memory, right? Inside the main memory. So the purpose of fundamental data type, fundamental category, it is category data type, is that to store numerical values in the main memory, right? Yes. In fundamental data types, we have four types of data type. They are, yes, first is integer, second is float, third is boolean, and fourth one is complex. See, I am saying here numerical. Okay. Why I am saying here numerical, you will understand, because Boolean is considering what? True and false. Still we are writing numerical. Okay. When it comes to Boolean, I will explain you this. Fine. We will start with first data type. That is what? Integer. Integer. What is integer? Everyone knows that integer, whenever we say int or integer, that is one kind of a data type, right? Data type. But in Python, some changes is there. Okay, some changes are there. What are the changes? First of all, integer is one of the predefined class. In Python, it is one of the predefined class and treated as, or we can say, and comes under fundamental data type. Fundamental data type. Okay, fundamental category, we can say, category data type. Now, what is the purpose of this? The purpose of int data type is that to store integral value, to store the integral values or integer values, or we can say whole number or natural numbers, right? Inside or in the main memory. Okay, that I can also call it as without decimal values. Okay, without decimal values. What it is? Integer. Why I'm saying it is a one kind of a predefined class. Now you check it. If I open Python, in Python, every data type is known as one of the class here, right? I have already shown you this. If I write, let's suppose number is equals to 20. Number is equals to 20. What 20 is what? Integer. Everyone knows 20 is integer here, right? So number is storing 20 of integer literal, right? But if I write type of number, you check what we are getting? Class of integer. So in Python, every data type is nothing but a class, right? So number, and in Python, every variable is considered as an object. Okay, those who belongs to CS background, they know about, they might have known about this, what is object, what is class, right? So object, whatever we are storing, whatever the value we are using in Python, that considered as object, and behind this object there should be a class. Okay, behind the object there is a class. So what is class? 20. What value? Integer value. So behind this number object there is a class called integer, right? Because in any OOPS concept, object oriented programming language, there is a concept called class and object. Okay, class and object. If we are creating class only and if we are not creating object, there is no meaning of that class, right? Without class we cannot create object, right? Without object we cannot allocate the memory for the class. So both are depending on each other. Are you getting it? That's why Number is one of the object here. Number is what? Object. And behind that object, one class is there. What is the class? Integer class. Are you getting it? Okay. That's why in the notes I said that integer is one of the predefined class. Now what is the meaning of this predefined class? Already someone has created. Someone has already created. Now we are using this predefined class. Predefined means already someone has defined it. Okay, predefined, that means already someone has defined it, this class. And how many class we have? As of data types, we have total 14 class. Okay, how many data types? 14. So how many class? 14 class. Got it? As a data type, we have 14 class. And though all the 14 class are predefined class, not a programmer defined class. It is a predefined class. That means we are using it, but already someone has already created it. Okay, so that is the meaning of predefined class and comes under fundamental category data type. Now the purpose of integer data type is that to store integral value. Everyone knows integral values: natural number, whole number, without the decimal point. Yes, without the decimal point, whatever we are writing, that comes under what? Integer data type. Are you getting it? Right? Let's go for some example. Okay, how many types of predefined functions we have seen? When we are talking about predefined class, also we should know how many types of, till now, how many types of predefined functions we have seen. Did you notice? Did you notice how many types of predefined functions we have seen? Till the date, how many types of predefined functions we have seen? You check it now. If you see here, okay, what type what function we are using, you check. Okay, let me explain you. Whatever in any language which belongs to procedural or function oriented programming, whatever we are writing preceding with the parenthesis, that is nothing but a function. Okay, print. If I write print of hello world, if I write print of hello world, it is printing. Task of this print function is what? To display anything. Okay, to display whatever the programmer or the user is entering. But behind this also, behind this print function also, n number of lines of code has been written. Who has written? The developers. Who developers? Maybe Guido van Rossum, right? Because this is a predefined function. Already it has been defined somewhere, and now we are using it. Okay, once the Python got introduced, now people are starting using it, print function. But only one time it has been created. Who has created? Guido van Rossum, right? This is known as predefined function. And function purpose is nothing but to reuse it. Function purpose is what? To reuse it. Just like this is a bottle. How many times I bought it? One time. How many times I'm using it? Several times, right? So this is kind of a function. This is kind of a function for me. Marriage word. How many times it has been evolved? Only one time. Yes. And how many times we are using? We people, how many times we are using that word or that procedure? Several times we are using. That is also kind of a function. Are you getting it? So function is nothing but it is a kind of a sub program. Let it be. I will explain you when it comes to function. I will explain you there. So print is a function. Type is a function. Type, type of num. Type is a function. ID. id is also a function. N number of time I can use this id, print, type, right? N number of time I can use these many functions. id is used for address. Okay, I can also go for something like length function when we see some iterable objects like string, list, set. Okay, then we will go for what? Length function. Length is nothing but to show the length of that particular object. Got it? I will explain it. So how many types we have seen? We have seen the type of, okay, we have seen the print of, we have seen what, id of. Okay, but every time when you see type must take one parameter. Okay, must take one parameter, and that parameter is nothing but an variable. Okay, must take an parameter. Here also print is what? Print is a function. And here, if it is possible, if you want, you can give the parameter. If you don't want, no need of this. Okay, argument, actually, not parameter, we should say argument. Okay, similarly id also we must give one argument here, right? Fine, leave it. When it comes to function, I will explain you in deep about what is parameter, what is argument, and how many types of this. Okay, for now we have seen predefined functions like print function, and everything preceding with the parenthesis, that is nothing but an but function. Okay, this function is used to display the user input. Sorry, not, I should not write user, I should write programmer input. Okay, programmer input. So print function does what? This function, spell it out, is used to display the programmer input, right? Or programmer input or message, I can say programmer message, right? Next is what? Type of. Now tell me what it does. This function is used to display the type of the particular or the type of the object. When I say object, that is nothing but an variable. Good. Okay, id of, yes, what it does? This function is used to display address of the particular object. Got it? So this many function we have seen till now. More we will see when it comes to advanced topic, right? Fine. Along with this, so integer is what? Now, if someone asks you what is integer, integer is one of the predefined class treated as or comes under fundamental data type. The purpose of integer is what? To store the integer values or whole number or natural number. Where? In the main memory, right? Simple it is. So every time you have to remember that integer in Python, integer is one of the predefined class. Okay, predefined class. I have already shown you how it looks. It is a predefined class. See, class of, I can give you one example. Okay, if I say it is a predefined class, I will give you example here. Okay, whenever we check any integer object, the type of particular integer object, it shows class of integer. Got it? Let's go for some example. So let's go for, let's suppose a is equals to 20. A is equals to 20. What type of variable it is? Integer. Right? B is equals to 30. What type of integer it is? I will take C is equals to A plus B. Right? A plus B. And I will go for print of A comma B comma C. Okay, A comma B comma C, that is 20, 20 and 40. Similarly, I will go for type of A comma type of B and comma type of C. Every time what we are getting C, class int and class int. Similarly, each and every value will be having its own, not class, it is common class. 20, 20 belongs to what? Integer only. Class common it is. But when it comes to id, I will change the id here. Instead of type, I will go for id. So every data here will be having one id. Say this is having different id, B is having different id, and C is having different id. Means every variable or every object is having its own different IDs, right? If you check here both are having same, here and here both are having same or different. Why? Because we are storing same number, and for same number it is going to store same values, same id. Okay, simple it is. Let me show you how it is, how the memory management is getting done here. VS Code I will write. Okay, I will start with VS Code. Easily you will understand how it works. Okay, I will go for one example. Let's suppose I have A is equals to 20, B is equals to 20, same values. Okay, C is equals to 30, or C is equals to A plus B. I will take A plus B. Okay, and I am going to print of C. Print of C. Now you check. Yes. Okay. This is the fine. If you go for this, okay, I will go for ID also. Print of ID of A. Okay. Similarly, I will go for print of ID of B. And here, before this, I will write print of ID of C. Okay. Now you check it out here. If you go to the last one, here A and B are storing in the global frame. A and B are having same values. Yes, A and B are having same values, right? Here A is also having the same memory address, B is also having the same memory address. Why? Because the object of A, sorry, the value of A is also 20. That means same values. If I change this to 20.6 and 20.6, now you check. If you check, here it is what? ID of this 20.6, same or different? What if I change? What if I change this? Now it tell me. It is belongs to this. A is also having 20.6. This A is also having 20.6. That means Now this A will be collected by whom? Garbage collector, right? And this A is considered as the current working object, or current, we can say it is in use object, right? Fine. Now I will change this 2020. So 20, that means both are having same memory address. That means when I talk about this, let me go for it is going to create the same memory address. Okay, for A and for B. For A and B, it is going to add, or it is going to take only one memory address. Are you getting it? So A and B is going to take only one memory address, whereas C is going to create its own memory address, and here it is going to add what? 40. That means both are having same home and C is having separate home. Okay, 20 belongs to both A and B. That's why this two variable is taking only one home, or we can say one memory address. Whereas C, it is a combination of 20 plus 20. That means addition of 20 plus 20. Obviously, this will be 20, 40 will be different memory address. 40 will be having different memory address. Are you getting it? Yes, there. Simple it is. Easy to understand, right? So this is about memory allocation, how PVM does the memory allocation for the same values. Okay, for the same values, right? So this is one. Okay, now I will go for A is equals to 101. A is equals to 101. B is equals to 205. Simple, I can also perform C is equals to A minus, or I will say B minus A. Okay, let's print it. Print of C. We are getting 104. Okay, we are getting 104. Simple, same examples you can do for all the arithmetic operations. Everyone knows arithmetic operations, right? Multiplication, subtraction, division, modulo. Or if you don't know modulo, leave it, you take it for division. Okay, and you do it, practice it. So I will go for examples. These are the examples. Okay, I will go for this. This is the output. This is the output for this. Okay. One more interesting thing in integer in Python is, or in any language, that is it also supports the number systems. Obviously, decimal means it supports number system, and in integer can be converted into any other number system as well. That means I was talking about number system, right? System that is a binary, decimal, hexadecimal, and octal, right? I was talking about this before. Also, we have seen some more predefined functions like bin-off, right? Oct-off, oct-off, and we have also seen hex-off. Yes or no? When we were learning that high level language, there we I have explained you that we also have something called binary, bin-off, oct-off, and hex-off. I'm not going to explain it here. Tomorrow I will start the number system, but today I will explain you what it is. So with integer data types, we can store, I will write all the types of number systems. Okay, or all the types of number system values, I can say. Now I'm not going to explain you the number system today because it is the last day. Tomorrow I will continue with explaining all the number system. How we can convert any decimal number system into binary. How we can convert binary into again decimal. How we can convert octal into binary or decimal, or octal decimal into octal. Similarly, hexadecimal into decimal and decimal into hexadecimal. So 6 ways I am going to explain you how you can convert the number system. Decimal number system is one of the default number system. Okay, decimal number system is one of the default number system. I will explain you one by one. Right? So in general, I can say in general, we have four number systems, four types of number systems. Okay, they are first, that is known as decimal number system. Okay, decimal number system. Second one is binary number system. Right? Third one, octal number system. And last one is hexadecimal number system. Right? And this decimal number system, we can also call it as a default number system. Okay, this is what it is, a default number system. Why it is a default number system? Let me explain. Whatever you are writing like this, let's suppose you are writing a is equals to 10, or let's suppose b is equals to 9, or let's suppose c is equals to 8. Okay, whatever you are writing, that comes under a decimal number. 10 is a decimal number, 9 is a decimal number, also you can take 8 is a decimal number. Getting my point? And the base of decimal number system starts from 0 to 9. It starts with 0 to 9. Okay, why it is 0 to 9? Whatever the number you are taking, let's suppose you are taking d is equals to 2000, or e is equals to, I will write something like random values. How many numbers we have? How many numbers? What are the possibility of number we can take? It could only be 0 to 9. Wherever you are using number, do we have anything apart from this? 0 to 9. Only we have this number. With that we can make our combination. Yes or no? This is known as decimal number system, and the decimal number system has the base called 10. 10 is the base for decimal number system, and it starts from 0 to 9. 0 to 9. If I write 10, if I'm writing like this, 1 is a decimal number, 3 is a decimal, 1 is a decimal. Again, these all are decimal. Similarly, 0 is a decimal. Can we consider 10? No, 10 is a combination of decimal. 10 is a combination of decimal number. That means 0 to 9. It is comes under the combination of the decimal number system. That is 0 to 9. Are you getting it? Right? That's why the default number system is nothing but what it is? Okay. It is a decimal number system. Yes or no? Okay, fine. Next, I will start with next what it is. And tomorrow, definitely I will explain you this tomorrow. What is number system? And one announcement, tomorrow, uh, sorry, today only they are going to change the link. This is the last class, as you know. This is the last introductory class, I can say, right? Demo we have already completed. From tomorrow onwards, they are going to change the link. Okay, for online, offline both. Offline, please enroll. Online also, tomorrow, from tomorrow onwards, they are going to change the link. That's why I am not explaining this number system today. Okay, I want my regular batch. Then only I will complete this sorry, this number system. Okay, so please, offline, online both, kindly enroll yourself, then we will start the number system here. And this is really easy. Those who are those who belongs to mathematical background, and those who not, those who are not belongs to this mathematical, they are also easily able to understand what is this number system. That is a easy mathematical calculation, plus and minus, that is. Okay, so no need to worry what is this number system. Tomorrow I will explain you what is the number system is. So please enroll yourself, then we will start the number system. Second one is what? Float. Yes. What is float now? What is float now? Hmm. Integer. Integer is what? Integer is what? Tell me, integer is what? You check it. Integer is one of the predefined class. Treated comes under. Float is what? Yes. Float. Float is one of the predefined class and comes under fundamental data types, fundamental category data types. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of float? The purpose of float data type is that to store, yes, yes, we'll keep it here, is that to store decimal values, or we can say floating point values, floating point values. Okay, floating point values. Where? In the main memory. And this decimal is not what we have seen for number system. That number system decimal is different. This decimal is different. Okay, there we are not going to use any kind of decimal floating point value. They are pure numbers. Okay, they are pure numbers, natural numbers. And this decimal belongs to what? Floating point value. That means point values. Okay, fine. In Python, we also have scientific notation of floating point values, that is known as Mantissa E exponent. Okay, Mantissa E exponent. What does it mean? I will explain. Right? Okay. I will go for simply example. Let's go for yes. I will take something like let's suppose a is equals to, I will take 1.2. What type of value it is? If I print of a comma type of A. Yes, what it is? What we are getting? 1.2 is what? Value, and it belongs to, so A is what? Object of what class? Float class. Behind every class there is an object. Okay, behind every class there is an object, and that object is mandatory to create. That's why we are writing A or any object. Whatever we are writing as a variable, that considered as an object here. Number is equals to 20.6. Print of number, comma type of number. Also I will write comma ID of number. Yes, check it. 20.6. Class is what? So number is one of the object, belongs to float class and has this address. Okay, this memory address. Similarly, if I go for A is equals to 0000.1, what value it is? This is also what? Decimal value, floating point value, 0.1. What it is? Float, right? Now, let's go for A is equals to, let's go for 23E5. Okay, 23E5. Are we getting error? See, here we are using what type of data? The collection of numeric and alphabets. Even though we are using like this, are we getting error? No. Why? Because of the scientific notation, that is Mantissa E exponent. You check it, print of A. What we are getting? 23. After this 23, how many zeros we want? 5. You check it. 2, 2, 1. 5 zeros. But after that also, as Mantissa E exponential belongs to only floating point value, we cannot use without decimal. So that's why PVM has given what? Decimal value here, 0.0. Are you getting it? Simple it is. Easy to understand, right? I will go for something. B is equals to 56 E 10. That means what? Or I will write something like 5 E 10. Print of B. If I write 5 multiply with 10. Okay, sorry, 5 multiply with 10 to power of yes. Is it same or different? Is it same or different? Same or different? Same only. Here what we are doing, we are checking 5 multiply with 10 to power of 10. 5 into 10 to power of 10. Here also it is the same. 5 multiply with 10 to power of 10. So it is actually, it is saying it is going to multiply with its own power, right? Let's suppose with 10 actually. Okay, let's suppose if I am writing 5, 10 to power of 5, what it is? Almost it is 5 lakh, I guess 50 lakhs, right? 50 lakhs. Similarly, I will go for 5 E, what it is? 5. Same we are getting? Yes or no? Same we are getting? That means it is the equivalent version of what? 5 into 10 to power of 5. Okay, simple it is. I will copy this. And these are easy. Integer, float, boolean, complex, these are really easy data types. What I am going to explain you tomorrow is really important. That is, first is number system, second is string manipulation. Okay, string manipulation. So a string, that is a collection of characters. Then we will go for typecasting. What is typecasting? Converting one type of data into another type of data. And I will explain you in deep in how many possible ways you can convert one type of data into another type of data. Simply you can say integer can be converted into float. Float can be converted into integer. Can we convert integer into string? Yes, easily we can convert. But can we convert string into integer? That depends. That depends. What type of string data we are giving? Is it a integer type of string data or it is a pure string data? Character data, right? I will explain you when it comes to typecasting. Okay, fine. So this is all about floating point value. So floating point value, it is simple. Whenever a number is preceding with the points, that is nothing but floating point value, float data, right? And also it has one scientific notation called mantissa e exponent. Did not have breakfast? Yes or no? What it is? Mantissa e exponent. Got it? Fine. Are you going to share any drive link to access the notes? Yes, Venkateshwara, we have already given Google Classroom, right?
Yes.
I've been uploading the notes on that.
Okay, I will check.
Yeah, once you check. Fine, fine. Next data type is what? Boolean. Now what is Boolean? What is Boolean? True or false? Yes or no? Male and female. More? Cat and dog. Man, woman. Woman. Arey, you guys are making fun. Huh? Yes, Boolean is what? Is one of the predefined class. Every time, whenever I am asking any type of question regarding data types, that belongs to one of the predefined data types. Good. So Boolean is one of the predefined data types or data type. Okay, predefined data types, and comes under what? Comes under fundamental category data type. Simple it is. But what are the things we have inside this Boolean? What is the purpose of this? The purpose of the Boolean data type is that to store the values in the form of values in the form of true and true and false. Okay, true and false. Here is the trick. True and false, and the console or the PVM can only read the values which are either true or false. That is one thing. Fine. Internally, I would say internally all the values that are non zero. Non zero means other than 0. Okay, non-zero means other than 0 are considered as what? Considered as true, and 0 value is considered as false. Simple it is. Yes or no? Fine. So this is about boolean. Boolean is what? One type of a predefined class. Comes under what is the purpose of this? True and false. Internally true is considered as all non-zero values. Okay, and false is considered as 0 value. Okay, let's go for example. Yes, if I say a is equals to true, what it is? Boolean or integer? Will it take boolean, integer or string? Print it. Print a and type of a. Okay, let's keep it like this only. True, and it belongs to what? Class of boolean. So a is a object, has class boolean, not true. True is a value. Okay, and this only can take values as true and false. The PVM or boolean data type can only be able to store only two values. That is what? One is true and second one is what? False. Right? Now let's take different values. B is equals to false. B is equals to false. Right? Then I will say same thing, type of B and print of B. Right? What it is? False. Right? Now the thing is, what if I write A is equals to 10 here? A is equals to 10, and simply I will write B is equals to boolean of A. Boolean of A. 10 is what value? Non-zero value. That means still A is taking what value? Integer value. A is taking what? Integer value. B is taking boolean of A. A is what? A is what? 10 as an integer. And we are converting this integer into what? Boolean. That is the meaning of typecasting. I will explain you separately, right? If I print, go and print this. Now what it is? True. So every non-zero value considered as what? True value. And zero value is what? Similarly, if I write A is equals to false, false. You check it now. P is equals to this, and I will print this. What it is? False. Class is what? Boolean. Now, if I write type of A, what is the type of A? Integer or Boolean? It is a integer. Type of A. What it is? Type of A. Type of B. Now, A is equals to 10. Or let's suppose different value. A is equals to 0. What it is? If I convert B is equals to type of A. Yes. Now tell me what is the type of B and what is the type of A? Yes, type of A. Tell me. Integer. Okay. Next, type of B. Why you guys are getting confused? Type of B. Okay. Now, sorry, type of, okay, I haven't converted, right? Okay, let me convert. B is equals to integer. Next, I will convert B is equals to, I have already converted it here, right? It is showing integer. just wait. So okay, clear it. A is equals to 0. I am taking 0 is what value? It is integer value. Now I am going to convert boolean of A. First I will print A, what it is. Now I will print B, false. Okay, type of A and type of B, boolean, right? So this is the meaning of typecasting here, and with the help of this typecasting technique, easily we can convert any non-zero value into what? True value, right? Okay, ready to answer wrong? -1, b is equals to -1. I will write simply b is equals to boolean of t. Yes, I will go for type of C. What is the type of C? What is the type of C? Integer. What is the type of B? First I will print B. Yes. Tell me, what is the type and what is the answer? Type is boolean, right? Type is boolean because we have converted C into what? Boolean value. But what is the value? True or false? Why? Yes, -1 is a non-zero value. Even though we are using negative value, but negative value also considered as what? Non-zero value. Okay. Let's suppose I am writing 0.0001. What value it is, 0 or non-zero? We are getting, because 0.0 whatever n number of 0 you take, if we are getting any non-zero value like 1, 2, 3 after decimal also, that considered as a non-zero value, right? And every non-zero is what? True here. That's why we are getting true value. So let me copy this. Actually, I should not say it now. I will write examples. Okay, all the example I have given. Shall we stop it here? 27 it is. Tomorrow I will explain you complex along with number system. Okay. So again, the announcement is link is going to be changed today itself. Okay. So all the online students, please enroll yourself, as well as offline students, please enroll as soon as possible, because from tomorrow onwards we are going to start our subject. Actually we have started, but from tomorrow we are going to see some important topics, right? Complex, up to complex it will be easy to understand, but after that string, boolean, bytes, byte array, range, these are really important to understand, right? These are also easy, but you have to be concentrated here, right? Shall we stop it? Okay, thank you so much guys. See you tomorrow. Please enroll yourself. Thank you. And one more thing, from tomorrow onwards, if you want, you can use the lab session. Okay, lab session will be from 12:30 to 6 p.m. 12:30 to 6 p.m. If you want to come earlier, 7 from 7 a.m. it is starting. From 7 a.m. also you can attend the lab session. Okay, and I will be there. If you have any kind of doubt regarding the installation of Python or using of Python, then I will be there, right? You can use this. So lab is in third floor. Go once you see the lab. Okay, and enroll yourself, and we will see you tomorrow. Fine. Okay, thank you so much guys. See you. Bye bye. Take care.